Well, my name is Nil Santana. I'm originally from Brazil, but moved to Abilene in 1998, and I came here to work on my master's in digital media. Originally, I had undergrad in industrial design with emphasis in product design, but always had interest in graphic design, visual arts in a sense, and then eventually got involved with photography. So about 2 years ago, I was invited to do a show at the Center for Contemporary Arts downtown Abilene, and then I decided to do new works. I had been doing traditional photography, what I call traditional photography, as wet lab, making prints and shooting with film, and prints like these ones. That's kind of my more kind of traditional work that I was doing, what I'm calling traditional. So anyways, with this opportunity, then I decided to maybe do all digital. And as a matter of fact, that was my first all digital project. But then after that, last year I did a piece for faculty show, and it was kind of a continuation of the things that I had done before, and they kind of reflect maybe a little bit more of this kind of work that I'm doing today, and it's still, in a sense, related to this distorted image, which that intrigued me a lot, thinking that technically speaking, the images that I had created, they were blurred and out of focus. But some people coming to the show, they seem to be very interested in looking at the images. So I was in a way kind of intrigued by the way that people was attracted by those images. They had some aesthetic quality to them. So then I decided to go on and try more of that kind of experiment and do more experimentations in blurring images more. So the subject kind of got a little bit away from the really what I was trying to do. It wasn't as much as a matter of who I was photographing, but maybe how I was photographing, I think. And then eventually, what I'm kind of find myself doing more today is moving towards this combination of art and science, art and technology, and I think what is happening is the art that we see in galleries, they are much more about the viewer than about the artist or about what people see in the galleries. The responsive art, in my opinion, is really questioning one's presence as they interact with those installation pieces that we see in galleries today, especially contemporary galleries today. They kind of maybe create self-consciousness to the viewer, in a sense that as they enter the room, then a piece will react to their presence. There's a little bit of interaction, but not interaction like as I interact with my computer in clicking and using the mouse, but interaction with my body, with my presence. So I think my work will continue that direction for sure. I'll continue to explore what I've been doing recently in terms of dualities, or maybe binary oppositions, if you will. This idea of traditional and digital, analog and digital, the binary code on computers, zeros and ones, the positive and the negative, the black and white. This idea of binary oppositions that comes from, eventually comes from the reading that I've been doing recently, working on this PhD program and all the reading and writing, philosophy and so forth. It's definitely reflecting the way that I'm working, the way that I'm doing my art today, the way that I'm teaching, and the way that I'm thinking. But today I see my photograph, or my work, shifting towards questioning the way that we make images. So not necessarily only make images through the digital camera, as we grab a camera and then we take a picture, but using various forms of making images like scanners or photographing using a webcam, a cell phone. And I think in a sense that, again, I want to kind of maybe question the viewer as they come to the show and as they look at my work, not to be so much worried about my approach to technique in terms of, okay, I have this high resolution camera, but basically to question, why I'm using such process. And that's what I like doing with my teaching as well. I talk to my students and I want them to reflect the image making process more than anything. They don't come to I don't want them to come to my photography class thinking that they're going to learn just how to use their cameras, but I hope that they leave my classes thinking much more on the concepts behind the image, what really they want to photograph and how they want to photograph, and then how they want to display that to the viewer.